Here we are. Okay, first things first is a big topic that I have, and let me start the virtual camera. Let me start that virtual camera, and let me share. There we go. Share devices, OBS. Fantastic. Okay, so first things first is changes to our master spreadsheet. For a while, I had the master spreadsheet that was open to for everybody to see, but we needed to have a place where the team raid leaders could collaborate and kind of private and all that good stuff. So I set that off to be in restricted access. It is now back to being open access. The link to this, I'll throw that in here in the chat. And you guys, everybody should have access to it, at least to view it, right? So, yeah, Gail, you're still being held hostage for sure. I mean, I still haven't fixed the website because, you know, real life happened. All right, so there's a couple of additions to our leadership team. I had made them, you know, raid assistants for a little while, and I'm still kind of like getting them like trained up and all the good stuff. But, you know, this one's still not yet. But I did say, Lix, you are fine with being the East Coast administration officer. Yes?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. And as our East Coast grows and does the things that it needs to do, it will be fine. Now, let's see here. I have also Kit. She has become a community officer. And I have to give you all your logins for this, Kit. Remind me, remind me of that. But she has become a community officer, and Gail has become an administration officer. And administration officers have different like duties. There's like very various different branches of administration. Administration is probably the biggest part of our guild. And that's because at some point we had branding deals and merchandise and all this kind of stuff, which I am still wanting to get back to eventually. But, you know, one of those is website and social media, and that kind of stuff. And we have Gail as part of the website management. He doesn't have a website back yet, so I'll fix that, I promise. And then we have social media managers, we have brand and marketing and like, you know, merchandising, and we had all these things. And eventually I hope to be able to get back to that because that was just fun. I liked giving out t-shirts for everybody to wear and jerseys for everybody to wear when we go up to BlizzCon and TwitchCon and all the cons, right? We used to do that all the time, and I'm hoping to get back there. I had, this is Movember, yeah, sorry. We have some charity events, and that's kind of, I've posted a little bit about wanting to find some folks to fill these holes. That would be fantastic for us to have some event managers and things of that nature, which are just fun. They're really, really fun. As far as also changes to our core leadership. Oh, I forgot to update this. This one is open. This one's going to be actually... Demon. I know. Okay. So Demon's going to take over temporarily. I'm going to put an asterisk on here. Okay? Temporarily. Take over the profits as shot caller, and to kind of help the profits stabilize a little bit and continue to prosper. We're going to put him on that, on his hunter on that. And then our assistant raid leader is going to be, and let me hope I spell this right. Lycus. Yes, I did. I think. Lycus and Crack. Crack will take over the primary raid leader spot over from Dot and Lowell. And Lycus is going to take over for, formerly it was, I do believe that was Mojo's spot. As far as the disciples, Nyletha! He's like, no. Wait, speak up and say it. Tell all the fans, Nyletha, that you don't want to do it.
How did you know I was shaking my head?
I'm, we're connected this way, Nyletha, you and me. I'm like grandma, Just scary thought. No, I'm just kidding. I will need to find somebody to actually do all of the shot calling, for the disciples. I'll keep primary for a little while, but I would like to be able to kind of stop doing that as well, and just focus on guild management and all the things that are incoming, the things that I've been working on getting us back to, that I want to work on those things. So temporarily, Demon will be that shot caller, but he's also going to be helping Crack and Lycus kind of, adapt and any, we want to make sure that somebody's there that has been through some training in this respect is there to make sure that they're good. And so that means that we are going to need some raid leaders. We're going to need one for disciples and one for, and these are shot callers. These are people that actually can speak to it, can do it. We're going to need folks that can do that. Okay. So that poll is up. That poll is actually in Discord. Let me put that up here. It's in Discord. And it's under guild polls. So let's see here. Where is it? Right above us, guys. Yeah, right above us. Guild polls, right here. If you, ooh, damn, 11 votes already. Okay. So if you guys can help with any of these, that would be fantastic for us. I've explained what these roles mean and, what they do and what they get into. I definitely want to be able to see a lot of folks that may want to, kind of help us out in small little ways or whatever the case may be. That would be great. So if you choose this, you can choose, like, for example, in guild administration, we're looking for assistants and officers. Officers can tackle a multitude of these things, while an assistant will tackle like one of these things, right? So that's kind of how we've done it. For guild recruitment, right now I don't need any assistants, but I really do need officers. I need people that like to just yap. If you like to yap, if you're a personable person, and you can speak to your own personal experiences within the guild, I need the West Coast to come up and raise their hand about this and be able to follow the process that we have in place. It's not going to annoy anybody or anything like that, but you are going to get a lot of pings and things like that, to just be mindful of that. We use the recruitment thread process just because, and I couldn't think of a better example. Kit, you and I was in a jam. I couldn't, and I said, Kit, can you just help me out a little bit here? And she was able to dive into the threads, find the thread she needed, see the context there of where I might have left off with someone, and pick it up from there. There is a reason why we wanted to do this, and I want to thank Celeria for being so great as to moving us to this methodology that we have now. I think it's working really well, and for someone like me who is health compromised, I needed that. And then those people will be reporting to Celeria. She's here to stay. And she's going to help us with recruitment. She's going to help us with some of the guild administration as well. And then, the guild events management, anybody that wants to do achievement runs, mounts, pet hunts, play other games. If, Nyletha, if you want to run your Dungeons and Dragons team and run a bunch of campaigns so that people can learn about that. I'd love for that to also happen as well. If you're already an officer and you've had some great ideas about events, you can do that too. You can cross into that. That will have assistants and officers. Again, officers kind of do multitude of these things, while assistants may focus on one or two things, right? And then, like, neighborhood get-togethers, parties, special adult events. I'm looking at you, Caligula. If he's not here, just let him know I shouted at him. And then those folks are going to, like, the administration and the event managers, they'll report. It will be Mez. I've talked to Mez. Mez, are you here? Yes. I have talked to Mez about him moving over into administration with me, because I think administration is a little easier on someone whose schedule is so complex. Right, Mez? It's just, it's pushing paper around.
We'll see about easy, but yeah, makes more sense.
It makes more sense, yeah. And then, of course, raid leaders and then raid assistants. Again, raid leaders, you guys, there's 3. I always like to keep 3. There's always 3. I like a trinity. I like the ability for someone to go, no, I don't agree with that, and have that veto. It doesn't mean that it's completely collaborative, because primary raid leaders pretty much have the majority of the control, but what I want from a primary raid leader is people to actually, do the job, right? And talk to people and be amicable to other ideas and things like that, and take care of our people. So I really do want that. So I've written down what that is. Again, there is every team now, and I'm just going to go to disciples. Every team now has their own set of sheets where we are going to be doing our roster stuff, tracking attendance, raid recruitment stuff, have raid leader notes, and every one of them has a checklist. Now, this is the base checklist, so like a lot of the stuff that you guys see, it's just basic stuff. And we have it on here. Some of the stuff can be seasonal. Some of it is weekly. Some of it is per encounter even, right? Like, this can all be a baseline of what the tasks are going to be, and then how you choose to divide that. So don't think that this is strictly, hey, the PRL has to do all these. The PRL, primary raid lead, can, they can delegate, and they can say, hey, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? And this would be between the 3 of you to essentially figure out, right? And you can have raid assistants in here as well that handle, maybe they do log reviews, maybe they do like one specific thing. Those are like the assistants, right? But you can have your choice of whatever that is. So that is here in this guild poll, under guild polls, right above us. So if you guys can help us, that would be fantastic. The other thing I want to say is that like I said, for a while, we kind of pulled some of our stuff out of here. We closed this down, made it private for a while. And now what I've done is I have programmatically added back the dashboards, the actual rosters. Everything about that is now added in here. It is in view only, so folks, even our administrator officers and all that, ooh, what happened here? I gotta fix this. I don't know what happened here. Okay, but this is basically it's a programmatic import, where it's an array that I have values and stuff saved, and it copies it on here from our from our main dashboard here. So us as raid leader teams, we make our stuff in here. The AOs come in here and help us with updating the information, right? And then we that all gets immediately posted here as we make changes, etc. So the other thing, now that you guys can have access to that you'll be able to see, is if you have gems and if you have enchants missing. And I cannot stress enough, I know my little disciples, you guys are little learners. First lesson number 1. get your shit enchanted and jumped up. It is a pet peeve of mine. It doesn't take you much. You could do a couple of world quests out there, get a couple of 1,000 gold here, 1,000 gold there, 1,000 gold there, this other place, and you will have enough to have your gems and enchants, okay? I really want to see everybody's gems and enchants to the max. Olympians. You've got a couple you're missing. Silos is missing one. We've got that. Olympians, you guys need to do your M+3 space vault slots. That's a requirement if you're not doing that. If there's a reason why you're not doing that, you need to let us know. Otherwise, that is expected of you. Again, I say, there are requirements in this guild for having your add-ons. I can't believe I got to reiterate this. But these are required add-ons. Method Raid Tools is a required add-on. If you're a buff class, you should have Raid Buff Tracker. It works beautifully. It's great. So you're not missing buffs. But Method Raid Tools is 100% a required add-on. You have to have that. If you want to have anything else additional to that, that's fine. You want to have Bigwigs. You want to have DBM, fine. You can have both of them if you want to. I don't know how they work well together, but that is required. RC Loot Council for any team that is stepping into Mythic in any way, shape, or form should have RC Loot Council, with the exception of one team, and that's the Heretics. Well, and Disciples, we're open roll as well. And you should make sure that these are turned on and running during the raid. I don't need to tell you guys twice. All right. Does anybody have any questions so far with what we've, discussed? Mike, you can push to talk on your mic. If you don't have it set up, you can set that up.
Hi.
Yes. Any questions? Okay, cool. All right. The other thing is, we are, hold on a second. Let me see. Which ones did we say no to? We are thinking of adding certain tags for higher key pushing for M+. I'm not sure how we implement that, but just know that we are really thinking about for the higher end people to be able to kind of exclusively group together. We will more than likely put that as a request, and in some way add that in where it is at a certain key level or higher. I think we said 3,600 or higher. We're going to be adding that to our M+ situation. There's some folks who really want to get in on high key pushing, and I think that should be enabled here. While there's folks that still just want to, take their 10s and go home, right? So that's always something that I think we always have to balance. Does anybody else have any other ideas around that? Or any comments or any concerns around us adding a high key push tag? Okay. All right, the next thing I need to say, guys, and we're struggling. So our guild bank is struggling for consumables, for food, for all that good stuff. Players need to be able to afford their consumables, their gems, their enchants, etc. in order to raid. It is a cost of raiding. We make We make it be a little bit, less costly for you. But there are times where we just don't have the mats, and it is cost prohibitive for us. I know that it is cost prohibitive for you too, but at the same time, that is just the cost of raiding. Being able to afford your dungeons, your raids, and costs thereof. That's really something you guys gotta figure out. I typically will run quite a few runs of the world quests per week, and that gives me absolute inflation. You're hilarious, self. And that gives me enough to get my stuff for the week. I suggest you guys, if you are short on cash, please go do that for a couple of days. It takes but an hour to go across the whole situation and grab up some of those, 1,000 gold quests. And get your enchants and get your gems and get your consumables for the week, okay? So make sure that gets done. I don't want to hear people complaining about not being able to afford raiding. If you want to raid, that's what you gotta do. Sorry, they are way lower now, Gail, for sure. Yes, they are. But you know what's not? Glass vials. Like, God, kill me now, right? Like, glass vials are totally terrible. Like, honestly, they're terrible. Let's see. The next, sorry, go ahead, please. No? Okay. Ooh, okay. Disciples and Heretics, guys. These teams aren't for you to just pop into without, like, asking for permission about. Like, don't just go and get self-invited to someplace unless you message the raid leaders and go, hey, can I come to your raid tonight? And then I don't have to reiterate this. I shouldn't have to reiterate this. But open role teams, it's their mains, the mains of that team, roll need. The alts roll greed. If you are a main and you have an off spec, you roll greed. Right? Like, we are not supposed to, none of those teams, any, like, disciples, any of the open role teams, like acolytes, whatever, none of those teams are there to feed your alt gear. Your third alt, your fourth alt, your fifth alt. No, that's not what they're there for. They're there for you to have a good time with folks. Check out a new class. Check out a new spec. Work on an off spec, etc., right? That's what they're really there for. But please be kind to ask the raid leaders for permission. So, just letting you know. Okay. Any concerns or questions around those items? Okay. All right, so upcoming charity events. We are still in May. We're still trying to raise funds for the raise funds for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. The miracles that we do with that organization are far, far-reaching. There is going to be a movie watch party on the 25th. I do believe it's on the 25th, is it? Yeah. I want to say it is. I should know. I definitely should know. But there is events for that already out there, so try to catch that, because I will be showing one of my May 23rd. Sorry, Saturday, May 23rd. I will be showing one of my dear friend's movie. She co-produced it. Her name's Claire Wineland. She passed away from CF. But she gave me the rights for viewership, so I can host these pretty much everywhere that I want. And this is a it's not for the faint of heart, but it is a very good movie that gives you an insight into what CF is and how many people there are. 33,000 cases every year, so there's 33,000 new babies born with CF, and give you an insight into the plight of your guildmaster, who's 51 and kicking. Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Anybody?
Hell
yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Now don't get too enthusiastic on me on that. So join us on Saturday for that. That'd be great. And I think everybody here, is well aware of that. I for those of you that are new, I was born with cystic fibrosis. My brother was born with cystic fibrosis as well. My brother died when he was 12. So for forever and a day, I've been living my life for those that cannot. So that's my brother as well. So so thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody's efforts for dressing in purple this month. We have a great charity event that we do every year for the last 14 years coming up in June, and that is our Pride Parade and costume contest. Okay, so there's going to be another costume contest, and that one is basically you can wear one color, and if you want to do it right, you wear your class color, and you wear your class color from top to bottom, or you can dress in a rainbow of your choosing. But I want to see really good costumes. Let's fucking go. And we actually take our ground mounts, and we walk through and we parade through the main town. We walk and we go through wherever we can, hook into. Yeah, that's that rainbow all the way, baby. And we really show our love, our support for our friends in the LGBTQIA, oh my god, so many letters now, community. But we love them, and we want to make sure we're out there supporting them as much as we can. In July, there's going to be a dress all yellow, and we will be supporting the Bone Cancer Research Trust for the month of July, and there will also be donations for that put up as well. Just like you saw me put for the CFF, there is going to be another very similar to that for those charities as well. On May 31st, I will be picking the best costume from here for you guys, and I'll definitely announce that, and you'll get a token from me for your great participation. All right, and then I think we have some. Let me see. Go back. I lost my place. Jesus. Okay. We announced our new ROs, AOs, etc., etc. We'll be looking for more. The Pride Parade, community officers. I will need your help for that if I can. So if I can, steal you away for a little bit for here and there with that, I'd be very thankful. I really wanted to state that the heretics have come to me and said, they're definitely ready to progress possibly into Mythic and stepping in there and moving along in that progression. So we have, for the rest of the season, kind of upped them up to the Heroic Plus status, and they will continue to prog through what they're currently doing. And, we are wishing them well, and we're going to be supportive of them in their endeavors. The East Coast is we're getting stronger, and we're moving through, but I definitely need to make sure that folks understand the nature of those teams. And the nature of those teams was Heroic AOTC. And if you wanted to do Mythic, you wanted to go into Mythic, you could go into Mythic and do it for as far as you can go. Okay, CE is not guaranteed in either of those teams or in the profits, but getting Mythic and getting as far as you can go there certainly is great for everybody that's part of that. But please remember, that's not the goal. The goal of CE is not a thing for Heroic Plus. If you get it, fantastic. More power to you. We're never going to say no. But if you don't, it is not a big deal. Right? So please keep that in mind. And I want to make sure everybody is cheering everybody on, you can have your friendly competitions here and there, sort of, okay, that's fine. But we want to cheer all of our teams on. That's very important to me. And certainly nothing that I want to take away from there. Okay. So now for team statuses, I'm going to pass it over to Koff. You want to talk about anything that you want to talk about in the Olympians? Is he here today? I don't even know. He is.
Yeah, for team statuses.
Yeah, take us to what Olympians is doing.
Well, I've been the better part of like all day. Prepping the crown fight. So we're going into crown tonight.
Mythic crown.
Yeah,
Wow.
Mythic crown.
Wow.
And then, hopefully, from everything we've been looking at, it should be relatively similar to the number of pools of paladins. So, I did some looking. Actually, Azlis did the looking last night and saw that we were ranked 591 in the U.S., which I think is pretty incredible for, a group of people that have played together for however long this season is.
It's only 8 weeks, my dude. That's crazy.
Talking about it. There's I think 5 or 6 of us from last season. So most everybody is new. So it's great. But yeah, just other than that, once we do that, we'll start on March, and then probably throw some Voidspire reclears in there as well, all stuff like that. People wanting to try all this kind of stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, just really got to get crown down so we can get the hell out of there with
move on. Yeah. So fantastic. That's great. Yeah. I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have put up with me. That puts up with me still. But I always have the best intentions for everybody, and most of all, the best intentions for people as a whole. I care a lot about the people in this guild, and I think one of the things that I bring to all the teams in that regard is I look at things from that perspective, and in that I think it's a good thing to have someone check people and is this good? Is this not? Is this So, it's with the best of intentions, and somebody has to keep somebody in line. But all right, profits. I know we've lost Kaiden, unless Kaiden's here. I don't even know. I don't think he is. But we've lost Kaiden, but we have gained Crack and Jack. Crack and Jack. I love that, actually. So Lycus and Crack Warlock have taken over in the raid leader roles, as I said before. We are also pulling in Demon. Yay, Demon. And he's probably like, oh my god. We basically voluntold him.
I am helping for a very limited time for sure, but I am helping. Don't you worry.
Demon is a machine, that's for sure, and he has garnered a flock of very, very devoted fans in the Disciples. All of our folks from Disciples really have loved having Demon. And I think I've taught you quite a few things. Demon.
Well, that's very, very sweet. Thank you.
So we really are going to miss you, but we know you're going to do great things when helping Lycus and Crack, and hopefully somebody that can step up into second for that actually can hold their own and compete with the DPS, the HPS, and all the requirements thereof. Because they are 4 of 9 Mythic, which is not too far from where Olympians is. But they do really need a lot of support and a lot of help. So be mindful of that. I am looking to pull Nyletha and volunteer Nyletha, but that little boy, he's now a working boy. So I don't know that he has time. So we'll see. But yes, I know, Kit, right? Yes. Every one of us is a working boy. That's for sure. Including the girls. We're all working boys. Nyletha, yeah, you do have quite the fandom here in the Disciples because you did create us. You birthed us. So,
What?
you know, that's right. You heard me right?
Yeah.
It was your idea. It was your idea, my dude. Okay? It was your idea. Tell him, Cough.
Yeah, it definitely was.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah, I remember it just like it was yesterday in the old lobby, and Nyletha giving birth to the disciples.
Yep, right in the lobby. He didn't even get pulled into an emergency room. Oh, all right. Well, I like to get around with him. He knows that. But yeah, so the prophets, where are you guys at? How are you guys doing? Crack, I'll give you the floor for a bit. First time for everything. Let's go. That's if he's here. Is he here? No, he's not. Okay, fantastic. Jack, let's go. Go ahead, Jack. How are you guys doing in profits? Okay, we will move on then. All these people that are listening.
I think the push to talk is.
It's probably fucked up.
Push to talk is hard.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry.
You know, I always use push to talk, and I never shut up, so it doesn't work.
It just really doesn't. But those that are used to it, there you go. But those of you that actually have that turned on, yeah.
But Prophets are pushing into Mythic Dragons. Hopefully we make some progress on that this week. We're really hoping to get a lot more knowledge going into that fight with Demon, providing us some help, and hopefully get that down.
Yeah. Yeah, go Demon, go Jack, go Crack, let's go. Go Prophets. Okay, that's my old team, which I love them very much. We had so much fun in Prophets, didn't we, Celeria? And also Mez, we had a lot of fun in Prophets. Except for that one Galawix. Man, it's still in the back of my head, Mez. Where like I had to like be quiet. It was not gonna go well for me. Yeah, so that's that. Saba, are you here?
Yep.
Yep. All right, your turn. Tell us a little bit about Deacons and what you're doing and what you're progressing with and how you want to move forward.
We're hopefully gonna kill Nexus Salad Bar, whatever his name is now, this week, and then we're gonna look at basically what Prophets is doing with dragons and try to just learn from that basically for our team also. Just take what they're doing and just see what just get them, hopefully.
Yeah. Very cool. Cool. And then Saba, I think Gad. I don't know. I don't think Gad is here today, but Gad is on. He's out for another week or so, week and a few days, but he'll be back. And so be nice to Saba. Yes, he's running. He's juggling a lot. Okay, cool. And then Heretics. Is Derpy here or anybody from the Heretics?
There's a bunch of us here. I don't know if Derpy's here.
Okay.
Derpy's not here. He's in bed right now.
Okay, no problem. So let's go to Tip. Tip, tell us a little bit about what Heretics is doing and what they got planning going on for this month.
So we got our first kill on Lura this past week, and we actually took a step into Mythic. So we tried Imperator. We had about 15 minutes, got about 3-4 pulls in, and we got down to 8%.
Very nice. Love that for you guys. And you guys want to really push a little deeper in there, right? So hopefully we'll. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're just kind of listening to the team. I mean, we're clearing heroic at, I think we had like an hour and 8 minutes this week.
Very
so
nice.
Said, hey, we may as well, if we have the time, let's go into Mythic and see what we can do.
Yeah, the kill is, as I'm going to quote Koff, the kill is right there.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right. Excellent work, team. And then the last thing that I think I don't know if I said this, but I want to make sure that we start clearing out. So by June 1st, guys, I'm going to be taking all of the non-90s out, except for a few. Folks that I know need to be able to invite across factions and that kind of stuff. That's fine. But for the most part, I really do want to, want to be able to clean out this roster. There's almost 800 people there, or 800 characters. So I want to pull them into the last prophecy, or the first prophecy, sorry, and make sure that we have room for more people. Join is going to stay at 80, probably. No. No. Join at 90. Right, yes. All right. So I'm going to leave the floor open, guys. Anybody have anything that they want to bring up, talk about? Anybody else? Koff, do you have anything? Mez? It's good?
I have something.
Ooh, all right, Kit.
The ride a mount around for 1,000 gold World Quest is up in Herner.
Ooh.
For all of us who are poor.
All of us who are poor. Let's go. Oh, look at these. What is that? Is that blue? My dude.
He's colorblind.
He's colorblind.
What do you mean? There's purple at the ends of these glaives.
Okay. All right. Those of you guys that are here, let's go outside. Come outside. I'll take a picture of us.
I want to take a picture. I'm coming.
For people who do not know, I'm sure it's probably common knowledge now, but all crests are uncapped starting today.
Yay! I did not know that. Fantastic. So upgrade your shit! Right? Okay. Let me come off of...
I'm coming.
In front of my house. Yes.
I'm coming.
Yes, I see you. Uh-huh.
Where is... Oh, so fancy.
Oh, so fancy. Look at all this purple. Oh my god, there's a freaking bush in my way. Okay. Oh, all right. This way. We will face... Let me see. I don't know. Can you guys still see... Why can't I do this? This is not good. Somebody, let's toss me an invite or get invited so that I can do world marks. I guess you guys can't see that. But basically, I want you guys facing me right now. And then we will kind of stand around here. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Don't forget your friends. You got to get the friends. You know. All the friends. Yeah. I don't know about the mounts, though. Oh, that's going to be... Okay. All right, let's do it. Mounts too. Thronath, you're going to have to stand in the back, bro. That's a big-ass mount. Come on. You're trampling over my lawn.
He's very sensitive about his weight.
All right, everybody. Cheese. Perfect. Yay! Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. I'll put that into the CF, and I'm sending that over to the CFF.org. So they're making a feature on it. I'll let you know when that gets posted. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Have